Hey guys, I have some time, so I'm gonna come live. I'm gonna go grab my water. I'll be right back. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. See if anybody is gonna hop on. So I did a poll and it was 50-50. So I'm gonna do this training now and I will do an incentive training Friday. Sounds good? Okay. Hey everyone, how are y'all? Okay, so I did some reports and if you are not using your reports, the reports that Scentsy gives you, oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I just opened up my computer. Thank you for being amazing. Love your little brother. Oh, he stayed the night with me last night. He is going to be a freshman at A&M come this fall. So on his way to freshman camp, he stayed at my house last night. That is just the cutest, most sweetest thing, and that just made my day. What a good kid. So I am a decade older than my brother. So he was like my first baby. Okay, so what I want you to do, I really hope that I am in Rise and Grind. We have so many new, amazing little teenies with us that I have not had the pleasure of meeting one-on-one. So let me go double check that I'm in the right group. So I don't recognize everyone's names. Okay, I am. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to Workstation. If you've never done this, I challenge you to go check it out. It took me a minute yesterday to remember where the buttons were, but you're gonna go to Reporting, and then you're going to go to Sales Reports, View Sales Reports, and then you are going to go to see which customers. Let me see. No, I always forget which exactly. Let me play around real quick. Sorry guys. How your business is going? Is it that? I think it's this. It's under Sales Report. Also, there's a business analysis report under this as well, and it's something that you should definitely be looking at as well, especially if you've been in business for 6 months to a year. Okay. Let me see if this works. Okay, we're gonna go to July. Then we're going to go to August, search, export. Let's see if that works. I wish I could remember. Every time I do this, I forget exactly what buttons I pushed. So I cannot remember. Okay, reports. Let me see, is it under my performance maybe? Oh, okay, that's what it is. So you're going to go to Reporting, and then you're going to go to My Performance, and then you're going to go change it to the toggle, and I did July of 2022. And then you're gonna go over to scroll down, and there's going to be a My Personal Volumes by Order under Downline Reports. And it's going to, you're gonna make sure you go back to make sure it's the month that you're looking at. So I'm looking at July 2022, so I can retrospectively look at what I did last month and then bring it in to this month, especially if it was a good month. You want to see, okay, well, where did these orders come from? And then you're going to export to Excel and then print it. So I went ahead and did that. And Alexis, I believe, asked me, she was like, I need a training on how to expand my network because, like I say all the time, your first X amount of customers are not going to be your customers every month, right? Or same with your team. Your team that gets you to director is not going to be the team that gets you to star director, or the customers that got you to director are not going to get you to star director or whatever title it is, right? And speaking of titles, when we get into that incentive training, the newer or the lower you are on the compensation plan, the more points you get when you promote, so it's easier for you. So I don't want you to come in here and think like, I'm an essential consultant, or I'm a consultant, I'm a certified consultant, and I can never earn that trip. No, it's easier for you. I want you to run towards this free trip. It will change your life, okay? Worst case, you can't take the trip, they offer a buyout, and you get an extra few $1,000s, right? Like, it's a great deal. So, but back on topic. So I went ahead and printed mine out, okay? So just off the top of my head, right? I do a monthly sales goal. I do a monthly new customer goal. I do a monthly club subscription goal, okay? And then a monthly sponsoring goal, okay? So this is not about sponsoring, so I'm not going to go into that. But I do want to note that when you're focused, where your intuition and your focus drives, where you place your energy, it's what will bloom. Okay, so if you are gung-ho on getting 15 Scentsy Club subscribers, you're going to get 15 Scentsy Club subscribers, maybe not immediately, but because your focus is there and you're intentional, it's going to organically start to happen. So for instance, this is mine. So I had an average, I sold, it wasn't my best month, but it wasn't my worst month, okay? For a July month, I'm gonna take it, right? I am not someone who sells $5,000 a month. There are leaders that do. I'm not there yet, right? Like my network is not big enough yet. I've got to keep growing to get there. And just notice that I said yet. Those are in my goals. Those are on my plans. And that is, I do deserve that type of success and that type of business, and I will get it, right? But I'm not there yet. So last month for a J month, okay, I sold $1,550.30. Not bad. It could have been better. It could have been worse, but that's not what I'm going to focus on, right? So with that being said, my total orders, so my goal for every month is to get an order every single day, right? That's what I'm working on, right? So I had 34 total orders, which means I didn't get one every single day, but they averaged out to at least one a day, okay? So I like to take the average on things, and that means that my average order size is $45.60. So when that information, that makes me start thinking about how I can start upselling. So it used to be my average order was $30. Now I want to make my average order $60 so that I can say, hey, you're already spending $60. You might as well do club, get the 10% off and the half off item, right? Because education is key. And that is the only way that you're going to get those 15 new club subscribers or whatever your goal is education, right? You have to have one yourself so that you can talk about it, right? Even if it's just one bar in it, but you have to be able to educate your customers. So let me stop rambling. So I'm going to go down the list. Okay. So y'all stay with me. Okay. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of orders. Those being my VIP group. So this is basically, where did these orders come from? Okay. So my VIP group, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 orders came directly from posts from my VIP group. Okay. So 6 for my VIP. This pen doesn't work. Then we have social sharing, which is Facebook and Instagram stories, posts, things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 just from social sharing. Okay, so that's probably, I mean, that's almost half of my orders right there. So obviously social sharing is my number one income producing activity. Then I have Facebook parties. So a few of those come from there. Then I had 5 club subscriptions go out that month. So 5 came from Scentsy Club. Okay. And then 1 was a big order for teacher appreciation gifts. So I would consider that social sharing as well. And then the other were random personal website orders. So the thing about that is once you hit lead consultant, it's why you're always trying to hit those promotions. Can y'all go? It has to be right here. Once you hit lead consultant, you're going to be put into something. Sorry guys, y'all already know when I go live, the dogs have to fight right here by me. You get put into something called into the consultant finder database. So basically what is that? That means that when someone goes to Scentsy.com and they look up a consultant that they want to find one that's in their zip code, once you hit lead, your name will pop up. If your name's not going to pop up until you hit lead consultant. Okay. So that's a great way to find new customers, right? So speaking of new customers, this month or July alone, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new customers. New customers never bought from me once. How did I find those customers? I found them through Facebook parties. Okay. I found them through social media, social sharing. So people who have either added on Facebook or they've added me on Facebook. And then they see, I'm not leading with Scentsy, but they see that I sell Scentsy and that I'm serious about Scentsy. Because let me be clear. Okay. And don't take this the wrong way, but if you're posting and praying, if you're just like, I'm going to post this flyer that I didn't make, it doesn't have my face on it, I don't care. I actually have never even tried this product. Don't know what it smells like, but I'm going to tell them that it's great. Go. And then you're praying that people will order, you're going to fail at business. Posting and praying, that's not what a business owner does, right? Anything I post is my own words. I'm not copying and pasting people because those are not my words. Okay. Do I get inspiration from other people? Absolutely. But I make it my own. Copying and pasting literally messes your own algorithm up, and then it messes the person that you copied it from. It messes their algorithm up. Okay. So don't do that. But if you're posting and praying, and if you think that you're going to create an income off of posting on Facebook and that's the only thing you do for your business, I have some tough news for you, okay? That's not how this works. Unfortunately, I wish it was that easy. I wish that it was that easy, okay? But then actually, easy robs you of pride, right? So if you're chalking up the successful people in our company and in this type of business to they got lucky, I need you to reevaluate that mindset because nothing comes from luck, right? This is all hard work. It's all intentional work. It's all hard work. And nothing is luck, right? It's all that person worked for it, right? So you've got to, anywhere I go, okay, I'm an introvert also, y'all gotta know. I'm an introvert. I don't love leaving my house. I don't love meeting new people. I don't love getting out of my comfort zone. But you know what I do love? I love money. I do. I love being able to put my kids in sports. I love being able to say yes to the extra stuff at the grocery store because it's so damn expensive. I love a full tank of gas. I love paying my mortgage. I love those things. And that love for those things outweighs my, I don't feel like talking to those people. I don't feel like adding those people on Facebook. I don't feel like posting. I don't feel like going live. My dreams are not going to cultivate when I feel like it, right? Like, no, I wake up every day. I have intentional set goals and intentional set habits that are creating the life of my dreams, right? So with that being said, I say hi to people when I'm out and about. I have a smile on my face for the most part. The moms at my kids' school. So for me, when I started my business, Zayden was 2 months old. My oldest was 2 months old. So I am just now in the phase of life where I have kids and stuff. Okay. So you don't meet people inside your house. So how did I figure that out? How did I grow a network inside my house? And the answer was social media, right? I find people who have similar lives as me, who have like similarities and interest as me. And I don't lead with Scentsy, but I start to cultivate a relationship with them. And then they just know that I also sell Scentsy. And Scentsy is also a part of my life, which organically, after seeing it enough times, and after seeing me live enough times, smelling stuff and showing how I clean up waxidents and showing how it's okay that the kids stick their fingers and stuff, showing how I educate about the products and how I really do love the products and I use the products, then that's what gets me 9 new customers in a month, okay? So now I have 9 new customers that I get to spoil with some Happy Mail and let them know that I am so serious about my business, right? I've had people come to me and say, well, I don't make money like you, but do you work like me, right? Like that's the difference, right? I'm intentional with how I work. So I would say that the majority of my sales come through social sharing, which only happens because I say hi to people when I'm out and about. I go out of my way to, for instance, Zayden's preschool. They need extra stuff. I'm bringing the extra stuff. Okay. I'm doing the extra. I'm gonna do parent teacher or appreciation. I'm going to do PTA association. The teacher says she needs some pool noodles. Girl, I'm gonna bring you some pool noodles, right? Because that makes me stand out, right? Not only am I just helping people, that's the number one reason, but it reminds them like, oh, Zayden's mom, she went above and beyond for me, right? So now when I see her Scentsy post versus Sally Sue down the street, who really all she does is post once a month a flyer that she didn't even make, I'm gonna pick Zayden's mom, right? Duh, that just makes more sense. So let me swipe over. Do I have any? Y'all ask me questions while I'm on here, okay? Another way, this didn't help for my necessarily last month, but another way that I find customers is, okay, so for me, I do have a few Facebook parties going on right now, but I don't find joy in Facebook parties anymore. I used to, but I've changed as a person. I've evolved as a person, and I don't find joy in it anymore. So I don't know that I do it as much. I would much rather book an event, pay for an event, because usually whatever you're paying for is going towards something good anyway. Like for instance, last event I did, all of the vendors' fees were towards a girl's dance scholarship. Okay, that makes me feel great. I would love to support that. So not only am I supporting her dance scholarship, but I'm also getting a booth in this event, okay? So I would much rather do an event, meet 50 people in a day, than spend every Friday night doing a Facebook party for an hour, 30 minutes, meeting 10 people, right? Like that makes more sense to me. So I love events. That's a great way for me to network. Honestly, you just have to get over yourself. You have to get over I don't want to. You have to get over I have kids. Trust me, I get it. I get it. My 2-year-old is pure terror. Okay. Terror, chaos, all the things. And so I get it. It's not always easy to do stuff, but you know what? They're going to remember the girl who had her 2-year-old just like running laps around us more than they're going to remember me if I didn't show up. So today, for instance, there was like a preschool meetup. The school's out for summer, but once a month they do a preschool meetup. Did I want to go stand in the heat and watch my kids play in sand? No, I did not. No, I did not. Did I enjoy myself? No, I did not. My kids did though, so worth it. And I got to mingle with the other moms and just have that point of contact, right? Because You know what I always say? It takes 10 times for someone to see something before they're ready to be like, okay, yeah, I'm in, or I want that. And my presence is one of those times, right? So I even wore a Scentsy shirt, right? Did I talk about Scentsy? Yeah, someone asked me one question about it and I explained it. But was I like, hey, I'm Scentsy, please buy from me. See, I'm Scentsy. No, that's not what it is either. I'm just, hey, I'm Marissa, I'm here. Y'all remember me? And then that also, like, I don't give a damn. As soon as I meet someone, I'm finding them on Facebook and I'm adding them. Every time. Literally every time. Every single time. Whether it's gymnastics class, whether it's a birthday party, whether it's baseball practice, whether it's preschool, whether it's kindergarten, I don't care. I'm adding the principal of the school. I don't care if she remembers me or not. I remember her, okay? I am adding every single person on Facebook because y'all saw at least half of my sales from last month came from social sharing. Not social selling. Not social selling. I didn't post a flyer and be like, oh my gosh, I'm X amount away. Please buy from me. No, I did not do that. I shared, oh my gosh, I love Luna. Oh, here's a picture of me smelling my Luna bars because it brings me peace on chaotic days, right? Like things like that, you know? I'm sharing my life. I'm sharing newsletters, things like that, things that make me a human, right? I'm not a Scentsy consultant. I'm a human, okay? I'm a human. Scentsy consultant is a part of my humanity, okay? It's a part of my brand. It's not my brand, but it's a part of my brand. So anytime that I can remind people that I am a human and I'm alive and I'm here and I'm ready to serve is an opportunity for me. So I'm adding every single person I meet on Facebook. My neighbors, I found out your name, I'm adding you on Facebook, right? Anyone, I don't care. The girl at Aldi that checks me out, if I can find out her name, I'm adding her on Facebook. The girl who cuts Zayden or the kid's hair, I don't care. I'm adding you on Facebook. Facebook is, do you remember what I told you? Do you remember what I told you? So what are you doing? Okay, thank you. I'm going to read this in just a minute, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. I love it. Social sharing is a huge part of my business. Storytelling is a huge part. We all have a story to tell, okay? Tell your story, right? You know, for the longest time, I was afraid to be that woo-woo spiritual girl because people were going to think I was something I'm not. The older I get, the more I don't care. I don't. This is who I am. There are going to be people who love me. There are going to be people who hate me, and that's not my problem. That's their problem, right? But there's going to be a lot more people who I can organically relate to because I am truly who I am, who I say I am, okay? I know my heart, they know my heart, and that's all that matters, right? Be who you are. Share Scentsy organically. Share what you like. Share what you don't like. Share what you don't like. You think that smells like shit? Tell me about it. I want to know. Don't be recommending something that you don't like to me, because when I buy it and I think it smells like poo-poo too, I'm gonna be mad at you and I'm probably not gonna buy from you again, okay? So social sharing makes up a huge percentage of my orders. Now, when I go in and I see my average order size is 45-60, how do I make my average order size 60, right? That's what I gotta start thinking about next. So I noticed that the bigger amount of the larger PRV orders are my Scentsy Club people. So that means that their average is $60 because they've been educated on the reward system and they want to bank out on those rewards. So for me, that just tells me everyone needs to be in Scentsy Club, right? Because these people are getting a $60, they're getting an $80 order for $60, okay? Whereas these other people are getting a $50 order for $50, right? Well, if you want to pay $10 more for $30 more worth of stuff at least, right? That only makes sense. So what I do every time is I print out this. I see where my sales are coming from. I notice where my intentions are being set to and where my focus needs to be set, right? So I noticed that, you know, I could probably party more, okay? There's no events on this month. I should have had an event, you know, things like that. It just, when you have the data in front of you, you get to see where your focus needs to shift, where you need to keep your focus, and what maybe didn't work, okay? So social sharing for me is just the biggest thing. Events are a huge thing for me, but mainly saying yes is the biggest tip that I can say. If you can get out of your house, my kids are not buying Scentsy from me, right? If you have a full-time job or even a part-time job, you are so much more like ahead of the game than I was, okay? Like I said, my 2-year-old, my 5-year-old, they're not buying Scentsy from me. That's all I see every day. My dogs are not buying Scentsy from me. If you go to an office every single day and your people don't know that you sell Scentsy, that's a great place to start. Absolutely a great place to start, right? If you don't post something, my rule of thumb before I go to sleep every single night, I look at my stories and I make sure I have something about Scentsy that's not a flyer, okay? It's like a real life picture, or it's a video of me talking about Scentsy or something like that. Every day, every 24-hour span is in my stories, and then I like to have it on my post on my grid wall once a week. Okay, that's what works for me, because I don't want to be spammy, right? Either. I've got to find that balance. But social sharing is number one for me. Events is another huge thing. Just saying yes to things. Like, if you're at the park, just talk to people. Like, I know I get it. I'm an introvert. I get it. I don't want to either. But I promise you know what the best part about is? Say you're at the park, all right, and you don't want to talk to other moms. There's going to be another mom there. I can promise you this, because this happens to me all the time. There's going to be another mom there that also doesn't want to talk to you, but because y'all both don't want to talk, like, y'all are drawn together, and then there's this like beautiful like relatability there, and y'all become friends, right? Even though y'all both didn't want to talk to people, but because like I'm also not going to be rainbows and butterflies, like that's not me. Those moms are those moms, and I love that for them, but that's not me. But I can promise you, like the other antisocial prom queen moms, I find them. They find me, and then we create this club of we're social together and antisocial, all at the same time. So your vibe attracts your tribe, man, but you got to get out of your house, right? And if you can't get out of your house, you've got to get social on social media. And that's the facts. That's all you got to do, okay? So my intention, obviously, and it just shows through the data, is number one, social sharing all day, every day. All day, every day. Y'all didn't even know, but I've been sick as a damn dog. Sick as a dog. You know what I did? I went on Pinterest. I found pictures, real life pictures that looked good, that I liked, and I posted them to my story. They don't gotta know I didn't take them. It's not a flyer though, okay? It's not a flyer. That's all that matters, right? I mean, I'm not gonna post like, oh, I love this scent when I don't like that scent, right? But I'm gonna find things I like, find real life photos of them that are well done, put them in my story. And I was making money while I was sick. I make money while I'm cleaning because I show up on social media and I'm social on social media, okay? Enough with the drama, enough with the negativity. Don't be a robot. There's, there's also toxic positivity. You've got to find the balance, right? But if you can share like 500 memes a week on Facebook, and you're wondering why, but you don't have anything Scentsy, and you are coming to me like, I didn't make a paycheck, I can show you where you can improve, but you got to want it, right? So here's your challenge and your sign to be social on social media, to say yes and smile at people, to be a decent human, and to maybe get an event, right? Like, maybe your neighborhood is having a neighborhood garage sale, and you can make like a little Scentsy table, right? Maybe your kids are having a festival at their school. Fall is coming up. I'm going to be focusing on fundraisers, fall festivals, all of those types of things. Anywhere where I can meet a excess amount of people, and I don't know if that's the right word. A lot of people in a small amount of time is my jam, okay? I would much rather meet 100 people in a weekend than a drip amount of people over the next few months, right? So, because that means that I'm going to be adding 100 people on Facebook, because y'all saw that most of my sales come through social sharing. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense If you're feeling stagnant, you've just got to meet more people, add more people on Facebook, create more relationships. And I'm not talking about adding people on Facebook and then texting and then messaging them about Scentsy. No. We not do that either. You do not talk to people about Scentsy until they come to you, they like your post, they comment on your post, or they specifically ask you. Because you are not Scentsy. You are a person, and Scentsy is a part of your personality or your brand, but it's not your brand, right? No one likes cold messaging. Don't do that, okay? But if they show interest, that's a sidewalk into the conversation, right? So if your spouse has like a company party, go to it, right? Like, get social. And guess what? I know this is crazy. I have literally Googled how to be social. I have Googled being social for an introvert. I have Googled how to network. As silly as that sounds, I got ideas, okay? It got me, the more you train your brain, the more you think about something, the more intention you put into something, it'll get easier. It'll get less scary, right? I used to literally not even wear, like, I didn't even want to wear a Scentsy t-shirt because I didn't want people to think that I was, like, trying to be salesy. But now I'm like, no, I know I'm not trying to be salesy. I know that Scentsy is an amazing company, has amazing products, and that they're going to come to me eventually. So I might as well remind them that I am also Scentsy, right? So I love you guys. Have the most amazing Wednesday. I just wanted to get on here and chat for a second. But like I said, get social on social media. Get out of your comfort zone. If you've been wanting to try something and you're just too scared to do it, here is your sign to just be like, let's go. Okay? They are booking fall events right now. Okay? They're almost booking Christmas events right now. So now is the time. Get on your city council website, figure out what kind of fall markets they're doing, and go sign up for it. Go put it in an application. Okay? Go type in, literally Google is your best friend. How many times have I said Google in this thing? Go type in your city and put event opportunities, okay? And the World Wide Web will take you to places that you never thought you could go, okay? Try it. Try it. It might change your business. It only takes one person to get off this live. And I love you guys.